Yes, you're still watching the Lunch Hour Show on ITV with the Egbon, and this is the moment we have been waiting for. If you cannot tell already from the big smile on my face, I'm so much excited. Allow me to introduce to you the legend, Hanks Anuku, and his manager, Ofole Mc Allen. Thank you very much for joining us on the Lunch Hour Show today. To start, I'd like to start from the beginning, sir. How did your journey into the film industry begin?
Well, I'll just be brief. I came back from England and, I was asked by a friend of mine to come to an audition that I looked, because I was a model then, and I looked good to go on TV.
Yeah.
So I took that chance and went over to the audition, and we got the role. I got the role with Regina here on the skeleton.
Oh, that
and,
is.
Fidelis Duker as well.
Yeah.
That was her at the time.
Okay. I also want to know, it seemed like at a certain point you became the most feared villain in the Nigerian movie industry. It was like as soon as we see you, we know there is about to be action. People are going to die. They are shooting people. It's a lot. Was that a choice that you were going to lean into those characters?
No, or the first shot I got was an action flick. Okay. So I studied the script, and I had to improvise and what to do and set, knowing quite well there were some flaws in the script.
Yeah.
But when I did it, I got the print by the director, so they started popping with action movies and found I was good, apart from other genre, of the arts.
Yeah.
But they liked more of my action, love stories or contemporary stories.
Yeah. Well, if you are a younger, I know we have a lot of kids watching the Lunch Hour Show, but if you are a younger person, you don't understand. I know you people are used to these new Toby Bakari and these people. This is our original action movie star here in Nigeria. If we see him on the poster, it's over. I just wanted to find out, when you're typecast for a while, people start to think that is your personality. So me, for example, when I first heard, oh, you're going to be getting a chance to meet him, I was thinking, Baba, you better guide before they tell you slap. So, do you encounter that a lot with some people thinking, that is your actual personality?
Yeah. I guess because, being prolific and good at the arts of what I do,
yeah,
people think that, that's the real me. But my translation makes it have distinction,
yeah,
to be able to overcome,
yeah,
that superficial writing style,
yeah,
and going deeper, one more step ahead to make it look real.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for a lot of wonderful memories. Now, sir, how long have you worked together with him?
Well, I've worked with Hank for a long time. He's been like a friend, brother, and everything. I can't remember. Look, it's like maybe close to 2 decades now.
Wow.
Yeah. We've been like brothers. You understand?
What would you
like
say?
A big brother.
What would you say is the secret to having? Because managers and talents lasting that long, there has to be a secret. So how you are able to keep the relationship?
Okay, when you want to manage an artist, you must understand of artist or personality you're trying to manage.
Yeah.
Hank is not an ordinary person, yeah, because he's an artist.
Yeah.
When I call artists, I don't really think there are many people that can compare with him, because an artist is a person that is not ordinary. For instance, right? You need to. He lives in a different world.
Of course.
All right. If you're a normal person and decide to call yourself an artist, there's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
Artists are people who live in a different world where they create things, yeah, and bring out for ordinary people to, yeah, entertain themselves with. Yeah. So Hank happens to be a rare gem. I understand him very well. Sometimes we don't even talk, just science. He gets the point. Most of the people that come close to him don't even understand him very well. Yeah. So it means to joke, kid with them, they mistake it for something else. So they interpret what they think in their minds, not who he is. He's too good with, what he does. So sometimes he's trying to rehearse some movies, trying to do some imaginary rehearsal. People mistake it for something else.
Well, if you were on the outside and you saw Hanks Anuku rehearsing certain movies, you would be terrified as well. And of those people, I would like to say,
okay, since so long famous. Okay, well, no problem.
We've seen the movies.
I understand you guys now.
So, in all the stories that broke out from last year to this year, you were together with him.
Yeah.
At what point did we decide, okay, it was time to make an official statement? Because there was a passive statement made when the first story broke last year. Because it seemed like he didn't address the issue head on. He just said, "Oh, I'm on a movie set. That was a movie. Don't destroy my image." If I recall correctly, that was what he said. But typically in Nigeria today, we would expect, and I'm sorry, but that's what
I understand what you're saying.
To everybody, we would expect a full breakdown, media rounds, explain to these people they should put respect on the name.
Okay,
we were expecting that. I personally was.
I understand. Let me trail out all you say. Right. Yeah. Question is this: Who said what? What was the person's qualification? Is he a psychiatrist that says that this very person is mad?
No, we are going there.
Is he a person that has wants to grow his page on social media?
Yeah.
That says whatever he likes.
Yeah.
Wants to gain that what do you call it? That views. Yeah. Who says what? That's what matters.
Fair point. And I was not going towards that just yet.
Okay.
Ease into it.
Okay,
but now that you are there already.
Yeah.
Now that you're there already. First of all, let me just say to anybody with a phone that works that saw the first statement, you could tell he was of sound mind, right? This first statement was fluid.
Yeah.
Was very clear. Stay out of my business. I'm working. You know what I'm trying to say. But as the management, if the artist was not in a place where they feel like doing any explanation,
okay,
for the sake of brands, the fans, wouldn't it have been best to just give us a full, okay, he doesn't want to talk about it, but we are saying...
The thing is this, I've always known Hank for many years. It has not been like that. He's an artist, like I said before. He's an accomplished artist, all right? You could see him riding his bikes, all right? You see him chanting some songs or saying some stuff, all right? He's in his own world. He's trying to rehearse and not come a production, all right? And then you begin to say, he begins to take his photograph and say whatever you like. What we're going to be doing henceforth is to start suing those guys that say those trash. We have to use somebody for an example, for them to understand that you don't just wake up and bring your funny camera, take some photograph, videos, and begin to say what you like. All right? So last time, the Premium Times guys, they called to find out what happened. I gave them the picture that this is who this guy is. He lives his life. He's his own world. Has he ever hurt anybody? A family man that takes a responsible family man that goes without looking for trouble. You just take it because you want to trend. I don't know what they call it. They want to have a lot of views, right? These days. It's just like if Fela was alive, they would have said Fela was mad too. Has he ever done half of what Fela did? Fela married 26 wives in one day, wore pants everywhere, smoked his ginger everywhere. So just people trying to get famous on the altar or on the shoulder of a giant. Yeah, as we look at it.
I understand. Did you at any point in time, because I'm sure when the stories first broke out, I'm sure there was a hailstorm of calls and messages and people reaching out to try to get a proper definitive statement other than, oh, I'm working. Did it bother you at all? Was it something you felt like maybe I should at some point give them an explanation? Because an entire over 6 months passed and there was nothing. Were you bothered at any point by what people's perception might be based on those stories?
Yeah, I was actually, but what actually gave me the bounce of the shock proof was me believing that God was on my side and fighting my battles, you know. Yeah, normally in the secular world, you would feel a bit distressed and, you know, depressed. But I didn't let it go. I didn't let the sun get down my rock.
Yeah.
I had to wave it aside. I concentrated more on praise and worship and prayer rather than having to have me go for vengeance when I know it belonged unto the Lord.
Yeah.
So it hit me, but it didn't hit me below the belt.
I definitely understand that. Yes, you're still watching the Lunch Hour Show on ITV with the Egbon, and I still have the legendary Hanks Anuku in the building and his manager, Ofole Mc Allen. And they've been answering the hard questions that we have all wanted answered for a while now. Recently, a couple of weeks ago, the news broke out that you were crying out to Nigerians for help. So what happened in that situation?
Oh well, yeah, what not? Nothing bad at all. But I was seeking for help to support my project, which I want to leave behind as a legacy for the grassroots to be empowered with the goodness.
Okay.
I have a film academy coming up, and I was seeking support for Hanks GoFundMe, and you know, so that we can come together and exchange ideologies and arts, especially where the youths are concerned. Now that I get questions asked every time I see them in the streets of how they want to be actors or how they want to come into the, you know, movie production. I think that the best way I could leave a legacy was to acquire something, build a structure for them to come and learn how they can be superstars, how they can be better than me, because they're most of them are talented people, but they seem to have been forgotten by, you know, the people in charge. So actually we're seeking for that support for us to start building together what will be theirs at the end of the day. It's not just for me, it's what will be theirs.
All right. When that broke, there was immediate concern with, it happened simultaneously while John Okafor was in the hospital. So people were saying, are there health concerns? Should we be worried? Is everything okay? What do you say when this reoccurred? Because it seemed like a shadow of the first story that broke out. How did you choose to
well, like he rightly said, okay, he wasn't asking for what to eat or drink. It's God what to eat and to drink, was to eat and drink forever. He was trying to look for a way to have a project, a kind of what do you call it, a film academy, wherein the young people can come there, learn how to be celebrities, how to be actors, how to, showcase their talent to the world. That's the story. So if it happened the time that John Okafor had health issue, it doesn't mean they're the same thing. They're two different. This person was trying to battle for his life. He was trying to put something on ground for as a legacy for the upcoming ones. We don't have enough of such things in Nigeria yet. So that's the story.
That makes a lot of sense. And thank you very much for that clarification, because I was actually bothered as well. Now to read the question, and thank you so much for this question, Anna from Lugbe. Anna from Lugbe said, "Hi everyone, good afternoon. Mr. Hanks, I am such a big fan. Please, I want to ask, is it that they didn't pay Nollywood, your English child, is it that they didn't pay Nollywood stars enough? Because why are they asking for help a lot these days? Was there a payment problem in Nollywood prior to?
Or I wouldn't say that, but I have been out of the Nollywood scenario for a couple of years now. And I do not involve myself with the things that do not concern me, because I have been in locations for a couple of years. I don't know how they get paid or whatever. I haven't been paid. I haven't had a job for years. I have been struggling to get myself together again so that I can actually start up this project, apart from shooting my own movies and directing them,
Yeah.
but also helping the grassroots to understand that they're very important to me, especially their future in the arts.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir. Okay. The next question I would have to ask. This one was coming from Tolu. I just lost his call, but he was calling very vehemently. He says, "What advice do you have for young people trying to get into Nollywood?"
I would ask them to continue in prayer and continue in the hard work and which they love and to do the work that they love to do in the arts. I would ask them to go out there, and if they seek for help, they can ask me to help them. It's just one of the reasons why I have this project for them coming up. So if they can support me to bring this reality, to bring this dream to reality, it'll also favor them in all ways, and it'll make it less problematic for them to come into the movie industry, because I will always be there as and accessible to them,
Yeah.
you know, to make them grow in their arts or special talents.
Okay. This question is for you, sir. Someone is asking, "Hi, Egbon, please ask the manager if he handles the social media page."
His social media page.
Yes.
What social media page? Sometimes he handles his social media page, and sometimes we do too. It depends on the topic at a point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if he's the one who has to have an input, he does that. If he's the one who have to have an input in, we do that without, hesitation.
Okay. Okay. This question from Victoria says, "Hi, Egbon. Shan George had said last year that he was working on a movie, and he just said he hasn't worked in years. Please ask him because I want to know if she's lying." Sir?
Oh, yeah. Working on a movie does not mean that you have to do it in a week. It's been a childhood dream to work on a big project that would go on cinema and not on small screen, home
Yeah.
video. So yeah, I've been working on it, but it's been slow because I've been out of job and haven't had the support I wanted from the government or private entrepreneurs or friends or fans, And I thought I could, go a long way until I get to where I couldn't go further alone. Then I could bring in those people to help me, visionary builders, to complete a vision of a good visionary man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. But it's been there. It's been in the pipeline. It's not one movie, a couple of movies, a couple of skits
Yeah.
we're going to be working on here in Abuja pretty soon.
Oh. If network doesn't allow you to call in, please make sure you send a text message. I'm here to ask on your behalf. A bond day for you. Don't worry yourself. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello? All right, Matthias, do you have a question for the legend? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Jango.
Oh, it's from Jango, right?
Yeah.
They love that Jango.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much for calling. You
God
too.
bless you. Thank
too.
you.
The messages are new. This one says, "Hi, Egbo. My name is Choma. Please tell him that I am his biggest fan, and if I see him anywhere in Abuja, I will hug him by force." I don't think you can do anything to Hanks.
No, she's welcome.
Try your luck and let me know how it goes. Hello, good afternoon. Please, what is your name? Where are you calling from? Bolaji from Gwarimpa. Do you have any question you would like to ask the legendary Hanks Anuku? Oh,
Yeah, when celebrities go through all the crowd and all that. I don't know nobody, and I had to go somewhere. I'm sorry, man. Whatever happened, it wasn't intentional. I was on an appointment somewhere to see some personality. So, big up, man. All good, okay?
thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. What is your name and where are you calling from? Okay, let me read a couple more messages. This one is from Vivian. It says, hello, good afternoon. Please tell him I am such a big fan. I would like to know if we are to expect anything from him soon.
Yeah, definitely. That's the reason why I moved in to Abuja, the federal capital, to have to get things done with my manager here, Mr. Ofole Mc Allen. We're working on a few stuff that's going to keep you engaged for a while. I mean, from this Yuletide season or till next year in the new year.
For real.
By the grace of God, we'll be here by the grace of God, working together and making sure that you all are empowered in this beautiful project that will make everybody happy.
Yes, sir. Network is doing. Hello, good afternoon. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is
Musa Jeremiah. Do you have any questions for Mr. Hanks? That's you and all of us in Nigeria. We are together. We are together.
Yeah.
You are talking to the
I think that's your best, man. That Jango, man. Everybody talks about it, man.
Thank you very much, man. Expect a lot more goodies coming up this new year by the grace of God.
Thank you for calling in. Anyway, this gives me an opportunity to go through the messages. So many more have been piling in, and I am excited because some of these are stuff I would love to list. I would love to know the answers to. This one is from Jeremiah from Nyanya. It says, good afternoon, sir. You are a legend. Thank you for coming to our show. Please, I want to know, is there any Nigerian actor currently that you think is living up to your legacy?
Yeah.
On the hot seat now, sir. Is that?
Actually, I haven't been in the country for a while, and I haven't seen most of this other colleagues of mine for years now. So I wouldn't actually tell you that someone that maybe there is, maybe there's not, but whatever it is, I know that my fans out there are looking good too, so it works both ways. It's all good.
Yeah. I'm going to pose that question to you as well because as the manager, you are going to be able to say someone that you've seen might have a bit of his spirit. It's a difficult question.
Well, to be honest with you, right, I don't want to make it. I don't want to sound as if the guys out there not doing their best, right? But when it comes to the role he plays, that of a villain,
yeah,
I've not seen anybody that comes so close to him. Because however you look at it, you see a level of overacting or underacting. When he does it, it flows.
Yes.
It's smooth.
It
does not make any effort. It just flows. So why not try to undermine any other person? I don't think I can really pinpoint anyone here in Nollywood. So you're talking about Hollywood. If it's Hollywood, I might say there are people that have the same trait like him.
Yeah.
That can prolifically, I mean, he's a prolific actor, right?
Yeah.
That can swing into any role and then out, and I mean, easily, without effort.
Let me take a couple more questions and then we'll be wrapping up. Thank you guys so much. You're doing my job for me. The questions are overflowing. Thank you very much.
Right.
A lot of it is thank you, I love you so much, but I'm asking the ones that are real questions. The I love you is more than the question. This one says, hi Egbon, good afternoon. Please, is there any director that he would love to work with currently?
Well, any good director, to be precise, I don't have a choice. But any good director who's got what it takes, yeah, definitely. I'm always game to do it, to get down with it,
All right. The next, I'm going to have to read this rapidly because I want to get as many as possible.
Sure.
This one says, hi, good afternoon, Egbon. Thank you very much for bringing our king of the Jango. Please ask him, can we expect anything other than movies from him soon?
Oh yeah, I'm working also on my music because a lot of people don't know that I sing and
Oh,
I also
wow.
play a couple
Yeah,
of
for
instruments.
real.
Yeah. So I'm going to go in the studio with my manager. We're working on that, and we're also setting up a mini film village by the Jabby Lake, where we
Okay.
got a couple of hectares of land. We're cleaning it up right now,
Yeah.
where we can meet there. We can meet like an anchor point where we can all sit and have a good time in the arts. So there's a lot coming in apart from film production. That we have music and we have skits. We have film village where you can do a lot of stuff. Just people come together and have a good time.
Yeah. The questions I'm seeing so far look a little repetitive, so I'm going to ask one final question
Okay.
coming from me
Yep.
Good.
for both of you.
Go ahead.
So, what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, by the grace of God, I want it to be that people don't look at me from a negative point of life for what I represent on TV, but from the inward, look at me from the inward, and then have this foundation, and not only in Jesus Christ, but also that belief in themselves that they can be what they want to be, what they desire to be, and have satisfaction guaranteed from their legacy that is left behind, and then have satisfaction guaranteed that a dream come true for them.
Yes, sir. Sir, as a manager,
Yeah.
you are investing into the brand, so the legacy is yours as well. What would you like the legacy of the brand that you have also worked to build to be?
Well, I already know the legacy. Legacy in the context of after the artist has passed on, right? Or well, from what we've seen so far in his lifetime, I know that after many years, hundreds of years, people are going to say there was a man called Hanks Anuku who was a rare gem. So whatever investment we are going to make or we've made already is already guaranteed, even if not materially. Although we are going to get that material, the satisfaction sometimes comes not only from material gains. It comes from satisfaction. Like, okay, fine, this thing you were a part of was a success. So definitely, it's already like the answers are already there. He has done greatly in his lifetime. The world will remember him. That's my response.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you to the both of you for making this my favorite episode of the Lunch Hour Show this year.
Thanks a lot.
It is
You're
an
welcome.
honor to be speaking with you. The calls are still flowing in.
Thank you
Not
very much.
our people. Unfortunately, this is the part of the program where I have to say goodbye. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Until next time, I'm Egbon Cass. He is the legend Hanks Anuku. And this is our manager, Ofole MC Allen. Thank you for joining
Thank you,
us
brother.
today. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
We love you.
Love you all.